Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa on Transformation Tuesday. A lot of us need to transform and get our mojo back. And we have Dana Myers in the house. She is a love, sex, and relationship expert. She is founder of Satisfied Mama
and Booty Parlor.
And Booty Parlor. She's got all the mojo, anything you need today. We got it going on here. And author of the Mama Mojo Makeover.
Hi.
What's up, sister? How are you? I like
I'm
your
full
hair.
of mojo today.
Your hair has some mojo. We like
the hair has a lot of life.
How do you tap into your mojo?
I think it's different for everyone. And as a mom of two, I think the way to do it is really in small daily actions, right? Because we don't have a lot of time, maybe as we used to when we were just married or even single.
I read a statistic that there's only 17 minutes of personal time for a new mom.
It's really tough. It's really tough. So it's really in little bites that you can cultivate your own sensuality. And it's as simple as, even when you're going out to the grocery store, noticing things in a different way, right? So maybe you're in the produce section, but instead of just picking carrots to steam and puree for your baby, you just wander into a little fantasy. It's not, it may sound silly, but it really is about transforming the mundane and the routine into something that becomes a sensual input. So that's one really simple way to kind of reclaim your mojo when you still have so many things to do.
So interesting. So,
Wow!
yeah.
Stairs.
They're speechless.
I could have gone really far with that one, but I'm not going to right now.
It's a funny example, but it's true. Dancing for 5 minutes, right? Doing some hip circles, just sort of bringing some energy and life right into your body where it counts. It's another really simple way.
I just remember being so exhausted as a mom. Like, it was like,
it's brutal.
Sorry, the mojo's going to have to wait for a few years.
So here's the thing with that. It does kind of have to wait for a few years. And now my kids are a little bit older, 6 and 9. But if you wait too long, if you don't nurture your sensuality and your relationship while they're really little, it's like this uncomfortable distance can enter your relationship. And it can really become this massive wedge so that when you look up, maybe your kids are now 3 and 5.
It's called a divorce.
Then you're facing like,
it's not fun,
Then how do we get back, right? So if you can nurture it just a little bit during the really difficult years, it's not so hard to really bring it back when things start to lighten up with the kids.
So interesting. So what initially led you to this as a career path?
Yeah, well, I used to be in the music business, but I was always really passionate about all things love and sex and beauty and just kind of feminine empowerment. And 15 years ago, I thought, there's no place to buy great things to make me feel sexy. That experience just felt dirty, right? The industry's changed a lot. So I thought, let me start my own brand. And I started Booty Parlor as a way to bring beauty and sensuality and confidence and creativity and in sex together. And we launched the brand. We've been around for 15 years now. Then I started workshopping with women, doing live workshops, online workshops. I started writing books, and now I deliver the message in online courses. Then I became a mom, and that's really where my mojo tanked for the first time in my whole life. And I thought, this is not okay with me. Like, this is not how I want to live my life.
Beyond just the bedroom, though, your mojo can affect every area of your life.
Absolutely. It's so connected. I think if you feel empowered to express yourself in the bedroom, you're going to feel empowered to express yourself in the boardroom or at the PTA meeting or at the grocery store when you have to ask for something. It's all connected. And feeling confident in your desires and needs, as you go about your day, as you go about in your relationship, it affects all your relationships.
So when you got your mojo back, what was the first way you witnessed your life transforming?
Oh my God. Well, the resentment really started to melt away in my relationship, right? You have a baby, you're so in love with this person, then you have a baby and you're like, I hate you now. I literally hate you now.
So awesome.
And you don't expect it because you love this person more than anything and you've created life with this person. But the workload, the exhaustion, the sleep deprivation, it changes you and it opens this space for resentment to creep in your relationship. So when I started taking my mojo back, getting my me time back, nurturing myself as a sensual woman who had become a mother, opening up my communication in my relationship again, then the resentment started to melt away, a romance started to come back together, and we kind of got on the same team again and then really started to expand our relationship within this new framework of parenting.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, of course, you mentioned the imagination piece of this. And, of course, in order for people to get the whole kit and caboodle. They have to check out an online course or a workshop or
Sure.
whatnot, or a book.
Yeah.
But what other tips would you recommend to people to get their mojo back, whether it's at home, in the bedroom, or out in just life in general?
Yeah, sure. Well, again, looking for sensual inputs wherever you go, especially for moms, taking one night a week to skip out on the exhausting dinner time, bath time, bedtime, get them in, brush their teeth. It's so exhausting. If you can pass that responsibility off to anyone, just once a week, go out in the world and just experience yourself as a woman in the world. Go window shopping, go to a bookstore, go to a yoga class. Just give yourself even 2.5 hours. Just be yourself and experience yourself. It's remarkable what a turn on freedom is. It's just a little dose of freedom, and suddenly you remember, like, oh, I'm a sensual woman in a sensual body. I have freedom to be in the world, to interact with different people, have conversations with strangers. It's not the most obvious connection to your sensuality, but it's an incredible way to fire it up.
It is funny. You're sitting here talking about this and thinking about, there's something that's awkward about a sexy mom. Like, it's like something that's like, it's like a mixed thing in our culture at some level. Like, how do you be sexy with your kid right there? You know what I mean?
There's
Like, it's a
been
real
there's so much
interesting thing.
pressure and expectations on moms. Don't be sexy, don't go to work. I can't believe you're not working. It's like
totally.
there's mixed messages everywhere. And so I think that, it's our right to feel turned on. And it's not just about sex, it's being turned on to life. It's being turned on to your own inner light and magic. And I always say, two happy parents who are getting their love needs met makes for happier children.
Definitely.
But it has to start with you, right? So if you're feeling exhausted, burnt out, not turned on, resentful, what are your kids gonna see?
For sure.
So you can be, it's not about looking sexy or wearing crazy sexy clothes. It's about finding, I think, your own unique sensual expression as a woman, again, who happens to be a mother.
Well, and being the example of a relationship and a woman that you want your children to connect to.
100%. My parents were unique in that they gave me a very open and honest education and what it meant to be a sensual being. My dad was like, I respect you as a sensual being. I was like, what is happening here in this conversation? I don't know. What is happening here? But it gave me the permission to understand that it's a normal, healthy, natural part of me. And my parents showed me that they never lost the passion.
That's so great.
And so I want to show our kids that we're not going to lose the passion, even though this is the most chaotic moment in our life. And then I'm also not going to lose my love for myself. Because taking me time, nurturing myself, as a woman who feels good in my body, why wouldn't I want to show my kids that?
So they can get your book, they can work with you, they can take courses?
That's right,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
My new online course is called The Satisfied Mama. It goes through the 6 pillars of satisfaction for moms. Love your post-baby body, get out of the mom zone, reawaken your libido, remove the resentment, that's a big one, revive the romance, and then reignite your sex life. And it's all available in the course. It's live right now. It's actually only live until tonight at midnight, so get in. And it's also a community, because community is everything for moms.
Absolutely.
So please tell everyone where they can get more information.
Yeah, you can get it at danavmyers.com/satisfied.
So awesome.
Thank you guys so much
Stay
for your
tuned. We'll
love.
be right back with more. Good morning, LaLa.
So adorable.